Hello everyone, my name is Sandra Thomas and I go to Arizona State University. I'm currently taking Bio 182 lab. And yeah, the project I chose is the Argentina Anserina flower. I chose this flower because it has a very interesting evolution, and I think the flowers itself is really beautiful. The picture on the right hand also kind of shows the flower itself. It's just a bright yellow flower. So the topic I kind of went for was evolution. I chose evolution because evolution is really interesting in the way and the process that plants have. Evolution itself is a process by which different kinds of living organisms are thought to have been developed and diversified from earlier forms during the history of the Earth. And specifically in biology, evolution is the change in the characteristics of a species over several generations, and it relies on the process of natural selection. A quick description about my article. So this picture is actually the Argentina flower itself. It shows kind of the flower and like from the root all the way to the top and how it grows. So the article actually, Flowers Unseen Colors Can Help Ensure Pollination Survival, is an article from the Clemson University that explains about recent research on the bright yellow flowers of Argentina. A bit about the article is that this study relates to the evolution, and the study was actually done by Matthew Edgekowski. He's an assistant professor of biological sciences in the Clemson College, and he explains the evolution of the Argentina Anserina. The studies he's done on the evolution of the plant is color variation of the flowers, how the flowers perceive color, and about how the organisms that interact more often with the flowers perceive the color. So he did like a really good description about how more details about the flower and how it was grown, and all the study was pretty much done from the Clemson University. This is an article figure. So this figure kind of shows the occurrences of the Argentina Anserina in California region where it is native. It recorded by the California Native Plant Society, and the flower shown on the figure, you can see how it prefers more of the sandy and gravely soils, which can be seen on this figure. It's more in the San Francisco, San Jose, and California regions that the flower is more native and grown. This is a graph that I created, and this graph visually describes the seasonality of the Argentina Anserina flower, with a growth in the graph starting in April. And you can see the peak point booming season is pretty much May, April-ish, May-ish area of the flower, and the flower's life is pretty much in spring. So this figure kind of shows like the peak points and the downhills of the flower, and like when the flower is in season, and like the population of the flowers on the side and the seasonality throughout. Going from that, the accuracy of the articles. All the articles are reliable scientific resources. The Science Daily article is summarizing the work of scientists at the Clemson College of Science, and the description of their work is so thorough and accurately useful information. The language in the article is professional and follows proper scientific findings. And the Your Genome article is a concise and accurate summary of the theory of evolution also. And the location information from California Native Plant Society is also credible first source resource. And also the other article, the silverweed, ancient and genetic, is also about the silverweed and the evolution of the plant. And it's also a very recent website that talks about the specific cautions and medicinal use of the silverweed plant. And this all kind of relates to the evolution and the change in characteristics of the plant over several generations, and relies on the process of natural selections, and all done by research and thorough, useful information. This is my works cited. That is it. Thank you so much, and I hope you are more knowledge about the Argentina Anserina flower and the evolution of that flower it has in certain areas of the world, and about how the plant itself grows. And that's it. Thank you so much.